New policy. IRCC introduces open work permits for PNP candidates, a step towards PR. Welcome back to Canada Chronicles. In today's video, we're diving into a new policy introduced by IRCC, allowing Provincial Nominee Program, PNP candidates to apply for open work permits. This policy is designed to help candidates maintain employment while their permanent residency applications are being processed. If you're navigating the immigration process, this is an important opportunity that could make a big difference. By the end of this video, you'll understand how this policy works, including eligibility requirements for PNP candidates. We'll also explore how this policy benefits both the Canadian economy and the candidates themselves. Stick around until the end to discover why this shift is crucial for Canada's immigration strategy. Before we get started, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on Canada's latest immigration policies. In August 2024, Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC launched a public policy allowing certain PNP candidates to apply for Open Work Permits, OWP. This temporary policy is in place to provide flexibility for eligible candidates, giving them the chance to work for any employer in Canada while their permanent residency, PR applications are processed. However, it is set to expire on December 31, 2024, unless IRCC decides to extend or revoke it earlier. This new policy is part of Canada's larger strategy to address critical labor shortages and provide skilled foreign workers with a means to maintain their employment status. With this open work permit, PNP candidates can stay economically active and continue contributing to the workforce. As the policy's expiration approaches, eligible candidates should apply as soon as possible to benefit from this opportunity. Eligibility for the open work permit. PNP candidates can qualify for an open work permit if they meet the conditions outlined in one of the three scenarios below. Here's why this matters for you. These scenarios ensure that candidates awaiting permanent residency are not left without employment opportunities. This policy not only helps maintain economic stability for applicants but also supports Canada's workforce by keeping skilled foreign workers employed in crucial sectors like healthcare, construction, and technology. This policy also provides much-needed flexibility to PNP candidates, enabling them to explore diverse employment opportunities across Canada. Since open work permits are not tied to a single employer, candidates can switch jobs within industries or even move between provinces without the need for a new work permit application. This flexibility is particularly beneficial in high-demand sectors, such as healthcare, technology, and manufacturing, where labor needs can shift rapidly. By allowing candidates to pivot to in-demand roles, this policy strengthens both individual job security and the overall stability of Canada's labor market, ensuring a more dynamic response to evolving workforce demands. 1. Candidates with valid work permits. If you currently hold a valid work permit, you are eligible to apply for an open work permit if you meet the following conditions. You must have already submitted an application for a new work permit under Section 200 of the Immigration and Refugee Protection Regulations, IRPR. Section 200 governs applications for new work permits. Your application must include a support letter from the provincial or territorial authority, confirming your inclusion in an expression of interest, EOI pool, or another application process under the PNP. A letter of employment from your current employer must also be included. This ensures that candidates can maintain their work status while awaiting a PR decision, contributing to the economy without being restricted to one employer. 2. Expired work permit holders, expired on or after May 7, 2024. If your work permit expired on or after May 7, 2024, you can still apply for an open work permit, provided you meet the following requirements. You must have already applied for a new work permit under Section 200 of the IRPR. You must have applied for an extension or restoration of your temporary resident status under Sections 181 or 182 of the IRPR, which handles the restoration of legal status in Canada. The application must include a support letter from the provincial or territorial authority confirming that you are part of the EOI pool or the province's PNP application inventory. You must provide a letter of employment from your current employer to confirm your job status. Even if your work permit has expired, this policy allows you to continue working while awaiting your permanent residency decision. IRCC's policy helps minimize employment disruptions and ensures that you remain legally authorized to work in Canada during this transition. Exemptions. If your permit has expired, you're also exempt from the 90-day restoration limit, allowing you to apply for restoration beyond the usual timeframe. Additionally, you are exempt from needing to show that your work will create a significant benefit for Canada, making the process smoother for expired permit holders. 3. Candidates with pending work permit extensions. If your work permit extension is pending and you were authorized to work under paragraph 186(u) on May 7, 2024, you may qualify for an open work permit if you must have applied for a new work permit under Section 200 of the IRPR. You must have also applied for an extension of your temporary resident status under Section 181 of the IRPR. You include a support letter from the provincial or territorial authority and a letter of employment from your employer. You are also exempt from needing a Labor Market Impact Assessment, LMIA, making it easier for employers to hire you without the usual employment restrictions. Why IRCC introduced this policy? Now that we've covered the eligibility criteria, let's dive into why this policy matters. Many PNP candidates are already working in key sectors like healthcare, technology, and construction. These industries have faced labor shortages for several years, and allowing PNP candidates to work under open work permits helps employers retain skilled workers who are already contributing to the economy. This policy prevents employment gaps for candidates waiting for their PR applications. Open work permits allow candidates the flexibility to continue working in Canada without being tied to one employer, which is essential in industries with shifting demands. This system helps Canada address its labor market needs while supporting the long-term goal of immigration integration. IRCC's goal is to ensure that candidates who have already demonstrated their economic potential and built ties to Canadian communities are able to stay and continue contributing without interruption. This not only benefits the economy but also makes the pathway to permanent residency smoother for these candidates. By keeping skilled workers engaged, this policy provides stability to both employers and employees. Thanks for staying with us this far. We appreciate your time and hope you're finding this information valuable. Broader impact of open work permits on Canada's immigration system. Open work permits benefit both foreign nationals and Canada's immigration system. For PNP candidates, these permits provide job security and flexibility during the permanent residency process. Candidates can explore new employment opportunities, aligning with their skills and goals. This flexibility is especially valuable in regions where labor demands may shift frequently, allowing PNP candidates to adapt quickly to new opportunities without being bound to a single employer. At a national level, open work permits support Canada's immigration strategy, allowing the country to attract and retain highly skilled workers who contribute to the economy. PNP candidates can integrate more fully into the workforce and pursue a smoother path to permanent residency. The policy benefits employers by maintaining a steady workforce, removing the burden of reapplying for employer-specific permits. This helps Canada remain competitive in attracting top talent. Furthermore, this flexibility allows Canada to retain workers who may not yet have permanent status but have already proven their value in the Canadian workforce. By reducing administrative burdens and speeding up employment authorizations, open work permits help ensure that critical sectors remain staffed with experienced professionals. For candidates, this flexibility also reduces the stress of being tied to a single employer, empowering them to find work that aligns more closely with their career goals and personal circumstances. As a result, Canada becomes a more attractive destination for immigrants, reinforcing the country's reputation as a welcoming place for highly skilled workers looking to settle long-term. That's it for today's video. We hope this video gave you a clearer understanding of IRCC's new open work permit policy and how it can impact your journey to permanent residency. Whether you're a PNP candidate or exploring your options, staying informed is key to making the right decisions for your future in Canada. As always, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with others. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Canada Chronicles and turn on notifications so you never miss important updates on immigration policies, work permits, and more. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.